Everybody's having convos over COVID. Yeah.
We're recording now.
We just started recording because we don't want to waste any more funny.
I take my clothes off now. Is that?
Stop.
And no.
I switched us over to the gallery view where it's you and me right next to us. So we'll start right now. Yeah. So no more wasting funny. This episode has started. Everything has begun. We are kicking off strong. Episode number 5 of COVID over Convos. That's the name of the show. Sorry, Convos over COVID.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like if I had made that title, it would have been Convos over COVID. So I'm glad that it's that.
My guest needs a huge introduction. She is not well known by anyone.
Oh wow! You say that now.
A fantastic New York City comedian, a dear friend of mine, and a colleague, and just an all-around swell gal.
Gentleman and a scholar.
A gentleman and a scholar. Thank you, Alysia Hush, for being on the show.
Yeah, no problem.
My first question that I just realized that I've never asked you is Hush actually your last name?
No.
So it's a stage name.
It is. It's my grandmother's last name.
Gotcha. So mom's maiden name.
Yeah, but
okay.
My mom's crazy. So
what's your biological last name?
Roach.
Roach.
Yeah, Roach.
Yeah, I would have dropped that pretty quick also.
I did. I really did. I didn't want my parents to find my comedy.
That as well. Or your cam videos, which it clearly looks like you're shooting right now. Why?
Okay, but I'm trying to break in.
So
look, cute little foot. Come on, you guys, please send me money.
So this episode serves two purposes: to check in with Alysia, who's stuck in Texas, and also launch her webcam career, which makes me so wildly uncomfortable. One of our
everything makes you uncomfortable,
and that's one of the joys of our friendship, is that you recognize that I am squeamish on everything. And you just like to poke at me and make me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So let the people know where you are right now. You are stuck in which part of Texas?
I'm in the outskirts of Austin, Texas, off of Lake LBJ.
Okay. Named after the president?
I would assume it's that guy.
Okay. I just figured you'd have more information because you live there. Is this the town that you were born and raised in?
No, I'm from San Antonio originally.
Okay.
But the lake's not as good. So
very nice. So you are with family right now. Was this a choice to stay? Was this kind of everything's been shut down?
So it was. I can't say that it was a good choice. It was a choice that I have already made and is too late to go back on.
Gotcha.
I will say I was like my mom really wanted me to come back. And I did like the idea, since like they live on a lake, I could like swim.
Mm-hmm.
But they aren't letting me leave the house. So I'm just launching my cam girl career.
Gotcha.
Dead.
Now wait, by they won't let you leave, do you mean your parents or the Texas government?
It's like both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is fair, but also, I'll kill myself.
I'm looking here. Texas has pretty low numbers for the.
Yeah, which is good, really good.
Well, it might be because of those steps. So we've danced around the fact that you're starting your webcam. Was it Cam Girl? Cam? Yeah. But guys can do it.
Sure. You know what? You can do anything that women can do. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
Good. This is another message that I'm trying to send on the show, is that men can do anything, and it's about time we start hearing that.
I believe that you've been probably speaking that into a camera alone in your room for years now.
No, I usually just say don't cry. You were telling me before we started recording that there's a specific type of cam girl that you found very interesting.
Yes.
Explain her.
Okay, so it's so basically she puts on like cute lingerie or like a robe, and then she takes like a cupcake or a pie or a regular Texas sheet cake, whatever, what have you, and then she sits on it and pretends like it's an accident, and people pay for that.
Do you have any clue to what how that captivates a sexual fantasy to
No,
anyone?
and I don't care. I just know that I have bras that
Okay,
would look good on camera,
would you stop?
and I could get by.
You need to stop moving the way that you are because I I
I
I
can
don't
see myself
I yeah, you need to stop because this needs to go on YouTube, not YouPorn. So I can't
I'm
compete with the
sorry.
numbers that YouPorn has. I can't compete with
It's I'm like kicking my legs. I have a lot of energy.
I know because you're locked inside. And a special thanks to our first sponsor of the episode, Pi. Yeah, you can do weird stuff with it. The most common question: what are you doing to keep sane right now?
I think that changes every day. I have um I I have broken some things.
Okay.
I am reading, but God, how long can you spend doing that? Um Trying to write, but it's also very hard because I don't have anybody to tell me if it's good, and I
Mhm.
don't trust myself to know if it's good.
Gotcha.
Um, a big thing for me now is if I'm even going to spend 2 minutes talking to somebody where they might see my face, is I'll pull out all the stops, my nicest clothes. That
This is you at your best right now.
No, because this is you and I. But before, I had on a gown
Yeah,
and
I remember. You would often look like a female lead in a Western classical movie,
thank you.
and
No,
you would come down the curved stairwell,
yeah.
and then you'd walk on stage, and you would go, "Oh my!" and then
And
cross stage.
oh my word. And that actually takes up a good 20 minutes of my
And then
day,
yeah, then you get the light, and you
getting
got to
down the stairs. Yeah.
get up.
So
Okay, so keep him busy.
my dogs hate me right now.
Who hates you?
My dogs, because all I do is like,
Love them too much.
yeah, and they're like, why are you touching me this much?
Yeah,
You only come home for a week out of Christmas. Now you're here. You won't go
all the
away.
time. Yeah, yeah. That seems like a lot.
And
Uh,
I don't like to touch people. That's why if I'm going to do a cam girl thing, it's going to be me and cake and
yeah,
nothing else.
yeah, yeah. No, I think the cam girl thing won't work for you because often people are asking you to do things and you don't like being told what to do.
I
So I don't.
don't like to be told. So if you subscribe, okay, here's who's my audience is. People who would like to feel like they don't matter.
Remember, you can find her at Roach Girl.
You have beautiful handwriting, Brian.
Thank you. Um,
Oh my God. Thank you.
there's many things about me that are very beautiful.
Right.
Um, what has been the hardest part besides kind of being with your family, which I know you love them, but still being with anyone that close proximity, let alone family, can be stressful, even though the love is there. What has been the hardest part being not quarantined, but being locked in?
I think also one thing I'm having a hard time with is because I'm in like the comfort of my own home, even though I'm working from home during the day, I still have do you know when you walk into like an office or a comedy club, you're like, I have to have a level of professionalism.
Yeah.
But because I'm working from home, even when I'm like VCing with my boss, I'm like really making things harder for myself. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like we had uh like a company wide VC. We don't have a very big company, and I thought that I was on mute, and my dad walked in and he was going to tell me about this like lizard he found, and he was like, oh sorry, I didn't realize you were VCing with your company. And I was like, it's fine, you can tell me now, this guy's not important. And I didn't
Oh my
realize
God.
that I was not on mute. And also, you know, when you group chat with several people, the person who's talking at the time, their picture is the
Their picture
largest.
comes up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to see full steam.
Yeah. Also, my work icon for before this, I wouldn't have made this joke during this time because it's insensitive. But when I first set up my work profile, I made my little icon picture. You can like upload a picture of your face, and I made mine the Grim Reaper. But so if I don't want or if I don't want my camera on because I'm like
Yeah.
wearing a robe or whatever, anytime I talk, it's
It's the
just
Grim
a
Reaper.
picture of a Grim Reaper popping up.
That last segment was brought to you by the Grim Reaper, the symbol of death and, according to Nas, the cousin of sleep. The Grim Reaper.
Who's the first person you want to hug?
Oh, LOL, I don't hug.
Okay, who's the first?
I will say my friend, I have another friend who's not a hugger, and she was like, you know, we're all gonna come out of this hugging people, right? And I was like, I don't see that for
Okay.
me.
Who's the first person you want to judge while
Megan.
standing next to them closely?
Oh, babe, it's you. It's gotta be.
There's a couple pictures on the internet and on my phone, and all of them are us standing next to each other, like usually because we just finished a show, and it's you looking up at me with either disdain or disbelief in something either I've just said or who I am to my core.
Here's the thing that that I do love about you, but you're so genuine and excited about certain things that to me are just like incomprehensible. Like I that I'm like, I don't understand how this like 30-year-old man exists in the world and is alive and is making it. You know what I mean? Because you just, especially when it comes to like romance, you get really swept up, even when you're just talking about it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
You definitely do. You definitely.
Okay. Well, we can jump off into any other point right now. Yeah, who do you want to make out with when you get out?
Um, who? I guess whoever's healthy.
Whoever's healthy.
Yeah.
You heard it here, folks. If you're healthy and you have loose pie on you.
Not loose pie.
Oh, that makes the difference. I would love because porn will have the comments below, and those to me sometimes I'll go on just to see comments, not even to watch
Right.
whatever's what is that. It's insane what people talk about underneath,
Yeah.
and I know for a fact that, and if these, if you went on one of these videos, someone would be like, peach cobbler. I was hoping for, you know what I mean, like just nonsense.
Well, you just got to tell me what you want. You tell
Don't
me.
make it seem like it's something that I want. If the people, it's Roach, if the cam girl is Roach Girl.
It's not going to be my cam name. You can't affiliate Roach with food. That's just weird.
That's true.
Our halfway sponsor is Cam Girls. Let's be honest, it's not exactly a step forward.
The last time I saw you, you did a great job at a bar show. What was fun for me was you not telling me that it was a very gay bar.
Yeah.
And that it was pretty much where elderly gay men went to find young men.
Yeah.
So when I walked in, it was like something from Police Academy.
Yeah.
When they send them in, and then the bar with all the guys wearing leather just kind of start waltzing with them. So that was fun for me.
Except for nobody asked you to dance. So
no, they asked me for other things.
Dancing.
Enough. I wish dancing was one of them.
Yeah. See, this is what I mean when I say there's like a disconnect between.
There was, but you had a great set. You're always very funny. You're going to be on our next episode that I'm going to air pretty soon, because people really just want to see live stand up. And like we were talking about with the mics, it's weird without an audience. So I'm hosting from my bedroom and then clipping together clips. So
Oh, cool.
So that's what I was asking for when I asked for your.
I was wondering
that.
why you asked me for a tape.
I just missed your
I was
presence.
like, what does he need this for? But yeah, listen, whatever you need, I'm
Yeah.
your friend. And I'm
Um.
here to provide.
Okay. So.
Exactly. And I'm with my parents,
So this does not affect you in any way.
they're happily married. So that's like,
Well, not that happy. Your mom keeps messaging me,
no, she doesn't.
and weirdly, your dad does too. He wants to see me sit on a pie.
No, he doesn't.
He says he says pumpkin or nothing. And the amount of money he's willing to send me is unreasonably large.
You know what pisses me off? Because he'd be willing to support you in your endeavors. But if I was like, hey, I need a loan to buy some pie for this thing.
Yeah, that's called separation. Yeah, that's the separation that exists in, yeah. I got into this argument with, and I don't want to talk too openly about people I work with, but
I also, that was a joke. Obviously my dad doesn't want me or anybody else to really waste a pie, but.
that's his big issue with it, is that
So,
what a waste of a pie. Why? I love that I gave your dad a Midwest accent. This Texas man, I was like, well, gee whiz, Wally, why wouldn't we? Why would you waste that pie?
A blueberry.
Ah, that's a good pie. You want to do what with it?
I scratch.
We have toilet paper.
This next section is brought to you by dads. They know best. But really, do they?
I'm just realizing you snowboard and you're emotionally distant. You're like every white guy's dream.
Not every white guy.
No.
Who's
the demographic before this all kicked off? I was just talking with who was I talking about it with? Trina. That before this, it was exclusively black gay men who were into me for a little while before this all kicked off.
Before you? That were into you?
That was it. Yeah, that was all I was getting coming on to me.
That's a pretty good demographic to tap into.
I know. I wish it did it for me.
That's got to be like the best looking people on the planet.
Oh God, amazing. Great pickup lines. Very, very, very. It was. I've never felt so valued.
Valued. Why do you have a Midwestern accent? I think
People from Rochester have Midwestern accents. I don't know why. We sound like we're from Minnesota.
Yeah, it's grating.
It's because we live on the lake.
That has nothing to do with it.
I think it has. I think it has more to
It's not
do
a
with
lake
it than
accent.
you.
That's not a thing. We have a regional lake dialect.
I'm not going to keep any of that, but I'm going to. We're going to plug. Do you have anything to plug right now?
No, I don't have anything to plug right now. If I get my hands on some pie, I will. I will absolutely come back to you. I gotta find the pie.
It's gonna bother me so much that this because like the clips have been getting not a lot of views, and just people who I know who kind of wanted to see people talk about stuff, and this one's gonna have so many more views. And it's
okay, but if that
so
happens, please let me know, because I also don't want to be sitting on pie for my own. You know what I mean?
For
like
free.
Yeah.
Now wait, you're doing a business model. Would you start off with like cupcakes as a sample, but then be like, hey, if you really want to see the real deal, you got to pay for pie?
No, I'm really like, if I'm gonna go for it, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna also need the budget for some fresh towels, because there's no way my mom's gonna let me use her nice ones for this whole thing.
I'm so wildly uncomfortable right now by this whole premise.
Well, the towels are obviously because you have to lay them down so you don't get pie on the carpet. My mom will freak out.
Wait, you're doing this on the floor?
I don't know where you do it.
I imagine the pie on the bed.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, I also can't get pie on the comforter. It's not my
You
bed.
you got a comforter? Oh, damn, you're doing
My
fine.
comforter.
You're locked up in the palace at the end of the
I'm
world.
I'm in the hotel.
Yeah, very nice. Well, Alysia, it has been fantastic talking with you. I always say this, but it's true. You're one of my favorite people.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I can tell that.
In the
I can
words of
tell
Jake
that you.
Gyllenhaal, I wish I could quit you. Uh,
Will you watch my videos if I make them?
would I watch your pie videos? No. No, because that's so it's because you're like also first of all, you're like a coworker, so that would be weird. Like if
I'm a
I
friend and
knew a
former
coworker had like a sex tape, I wouldn't watch it because I don't want to look at them differently.
Brian, I'm a friend and former lover.
I'm cutting that part out. You can't because first of all, there's a long-standing thing that I date exclusively black women. So this is gonna ruin my career. Um, I didn't want to say anything because I thought you were dating this girl. So that's why I didn't bring up the lover thing because I'm sure she wasn't thrilled about that.
Who?
Your girlfriend. We're not going to
Thrilled
keep
about
any
what?
of this.
Thrilled about what? The fact that we've been together?
Yeah, and
No,
that
she
like
knows that.
you and I saw each other regularly.
No, she knows that. She's doesn't seem to think you're a threat at all. She seems fine.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that she's so glad.
Yeah, I think she knows that you're a really good friend of mine. And so I
Yep.
think she appreciates that
Mhm.
because she knows it's a massive endeavor.
To be your friend,
She knows it's a big undertaking.
it is. It is. That's the first nice thing you've ever said to me.
And it was also technically about
Talking
me.
me down from the obvious truth that your girlfriend doesn't see me as a threat.
Well, she thinks you're nice. She likes you as a person.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, give her
It
my
is nice. It's nice if like somebody's current
give her
lover.
my number if you guys don't work out.
Yours?
Yeah, because
She's not like me. She doesn't have any wiggle room.
that's who I've been dating exclusively for the past few years is women with lots of wiggle room. And boy, do they wiggle back to women real quick after dating me.
Women who are, kind of like in a spot.
In the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are like, well, what else am I going to do on this Tuesday?
Yeah. And that was before the quarantine.
Yeah, seriously.
People are hooking up with people they really don't want to right now.
They shouldn't be hooking up with anybody that you don't live with. If you have
That's what I'm
attractive,
saying. There's definitely men and women alike who are staying with someone right now who they want to break up with, but they can't leave.
yeah. Oh, for sure. Anytime I Skype with somebody who has a boyfriend or girlfriend, I'm like, hey, can I meet them? Because I'm trying to suss out.
And they're like, it's not worth it. It's not honest.
It's
Well, everybody can find you on Instagram at Alysia Hush Baby.
it's definitely not Hush Baby. Believe
Hush
it or not,
Puppy.
I do have a lot of respect for myself.
Hush.
So,
No, you don't. You put your name. You say you're a killer in this.
killers can respect themselves.
Okay, so it's Alysia_Hush. That's ALYSIA_Hush. I'll put the link below the video. We wish you the best. Do you want to be
Thank you.
someone that we check back in with to see how you're doing?
Yeah, come on back.
Okay. You have to sit somewhere else though for the next interview.
Why?
Because it looks very cam girly right now, and I look gross and kind of sweaty. I look like I drive a school bus but shouldn't, and I'm just like, yeah.
I feel like we're having a slumber party.
No, yeah, I guess.
Do you know what I mean? Where we're just like chit-chatting about school and jocks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for you it was dating them. It was for me it was finding ways where they wouldn't beat me up.
Do people beat you up?
They did.
Who?
You said it like an angry mother. Who touched you? Who put hands on my baby boy?
I want to connect with him on LinkedIn.
And be like, no, I get it. When he starts talking, God, I want to hit him too. Oh my God, I try to keep these episodes to 15 minutes. There's no way that that's going to happen for this one.
Please keep my LinkedIn joke. That's funny.
I'll definitely. I will. Any joke at my expense, I'm always a fan of. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to
Yeah, it's good to see you.
talk with us. We'll see you on another episode. And as I always say in every episode, this will not be forever. It just feels that way. Everyone stay inside, stay safe, and eat plenty of vegetables.
And live long and prosper. Unless you don't.
That's been another episode of Convos Over COVID. You can follow Alysia Hush in all the links below. Be sure to check out all the other episodes that we've done, and stay tuned for new episodes coming out soon. Stay inside, stay safe, and remember, this isn't forever, it just feels that way.